Between their young
From the heart of Delta State, you are tuned in to SRTV Asaba.
Yeah. Very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy Chris, and I'm here again. This man won't give up, is he? No, because the job of the nation needs to be done. A lot of things need to be done, people. Today is another beautiful day that I think we should talk to each other about ourselves. And the show, as you know, is called State of the Nation. What that means, we take a look at the nation, Nigeria, and see what we can do. Today, I'm going to do what I do best. And perhaps I'm still going to follow, if somebody will define my show, I think one word of it is about the economic emancipation of my people. Let me repeat that. Because it took me time to realize that whatever they say to you, I don't like the color of your skin, it's money, it's economy. Oh, vote for me, it's money, it's the economy. A woman don't like you, you like her, economy. So if you are in any form of bondage, what you need to do is save yourself economically. So that's why in my vision, in my campaign for the liberation of the African continent, Nigeria in particular, all I talk about really is about the economy. And that's what I'm still going to do today. And funny enough, I know they won't like me for this, but I don't know whether it's unfortunate for them. Because when you do things that allow you to play into my gallery, then you are taking a very big chances. Because all I see every day is the same thing that is making me to be very, very angry. And I'm going to try as much as I can to share with you today 3 important videos, very important videos. And I want to add the third one to my platform before I actually say. And I know when I'm adding it, the quality of my video go down because I'm in a place. I'm out of the studio at the moment, so I'm reaching you from a very tiny studio here in London. So a lot of things are not in place now. So yes. So whatever, when you see my video goes somewhere weak, don't worry. So, but what I'm going to be doing today is, rather than talking the theory, I'm going to try and walk more practical steps on what we can do. And first, they said a problem is half solved once it is identified. Now, what I can see is different in political idea or in economic idea. Don't forget, the whole world is only built on only 2 ideas. Either you're talking of a capitalist idea or more of the communist idea. I don't know whether there's really one capitalist state or one communist state. I think they all practice element of both. I just listened to our new prime minister, and his emphasis is really on helping the poor, making sure he first declared there will be no rough sleeping in England. Meaning, in the UK, he's now saying that no, that the government will do everything humanly possible to get you a home. How's he going to do that? He's going to build homes. We're going to come to that. So in as much as they don't even tell you they practice element of communism, or what I call it, of socialism, they're actually social democrats in a capitalist state. And I want this to sink to those of you in Nigeria. And just for me, yesterday, I shared the video of the governor of Delta State. And he used one word. You see, all of them sing the same song. And I want to share these videos with you. Let me start by reminding you the governor of Delta State. Governor, I don't have anything against you, sincerely. Thank God you are not the only one on my radar today. So at least you can. Today I have you, I have Shetima, and I have the governor, the presidential candidate article. I have the 3 of you. I'm not going to even say what you say. I'm going to play your videos. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. And first, let's start with Governor Boriwori again. He's organizing an economic summit. That's why I'm really talking much. But Boriwori, let me say one word. You have a guy like me, and your government is failing. It's either you are too arrogant or you are too stupid to listen. I'm sorry, sir. Because I can turn Delta State around. I'm not looking for a job. You guys know me. But I can help you turn the state around. And I don't even need to be there. It's about, and I'm trying to sometimes pass it on to you here. You won't listen. But let's listen to Governor Boriwori again. All right. I'm sorry, guys.
Hello, my name is Sheriff Obrewori, the governor of Delta State. I have the pleasure to invite you to Delta State Economic and Investment Summit 2026, taking place in Asaba from August 3rd to 5th, 2026. Over 40 prospective investors from Brazil and China, policymakers, business leaders, and international development partners are expected at this summit. It is an opportunity to connect your business ideas with capital, foster strategic partnerships, and take your business to a new level of growth and expansion. This government believes strongly in the economic development model that is led by the private sector. Hence, we have put in place investor-friendly policies that encourage private investors, support business growth, and foster massive industrialization of our state, with Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala GCON as keynote speaker and Professor Patrick Lulumba as guest speaker. The summit promises to be an exciting and rewarding time for all participants. So, join us and be part of shaping the next chapter of Delta State's economic.
All right. That is the message from the governor of Delta State. I played it yesterday. I want to play it again today so that you guys know the context as it concerns me. You see, like I said, he said he strongly believes, his government strongly believes in an economy that is driven by the private sector. That is the best way to say it. He said, now we people, ordinary people, are not supposed to drive the economy, which is a smart idea, you know. And yesterday I was saying something and you guys didn't hear me, and I'm going to say it again. This guy don't get it. It's not his fault. And when, you know, don't forget, I'm not going to say my idea is correct, because I think we have two conflicting ideas here. His idea may not be wrong, but even if, as much I don't support the idea on a global scale, I do see it work in some countries. And in countries where it works, you will find out that they have access to finance. They get where they borrow money or Boriwori. Or people get money when they want to invest. I'm coming. Let's leave Boriwori first. So I am also privileged this morning to share what Atiku Abubakar said is the ADC presidential candidate. Since the court just confirmed it. So let us listen to Atiku. That's you guys can understand who my name is Daddy Chris, and you can understand that we have the same kind of leaders. They have Coco here. Let's listen to Atiku.
It has always been shielded by increased revenues from crude oil sales. Its deficiency is only exposed when global oil prices collapse, with impact on investments, consumption, and growth. Now, the big question, what can we do to help the federating units strengthen their economies? This is one of the reasons why we are here. As I said in a recent interview, if I had the opportunity, I would disrupt Nigeria's budgeting process completely. We would have a budget heavy on capital expenditure. If I recall, I think in 2011, when I was making a point to the business community in Lagos, I said, why can't we not think of using all our income from oil to infrastructural development and then use our internally generated revenue to fund our recurrent expenditure? And the only reason why that was opposed was because the bureaucracy, which consumes most of the money, was opposed to it, and therefore would not support the political leadership to achieve that objective. And in any case, I think the leadership was also not ready. We would have a budget heavy on capital expenditure. Roads will be built in every state. Mass housing schemes will pop up in every local government area.
Yes, sir.
Railways will be extended to every state capital.
Yes.
Rivers would be dredged to open up the hinterlands of the north. Licenses will be given to state governments to begin immediate exploitation of resources in their jurisdictions. Here again, I once advocated for the creation of enough jobs to challenge every employer of labor in our country, the industrialists, the businessmen. We sit down with them. How many jobs can you create? 10,000, 5,000? We will give you a tax rebate. Somebody said, well, if you give them a tax rebate, you are losing revenue. I said, well, but if they employ 10,000 people, I will also be getting income tax from the 10,000 people. I mean, it is business. Nowadays, if you don't know business, don't go into governance.
Whoa. Whoa. I take, if anything Atiku has said wrong, I forgive him. Nowadays, if you don't know business, do not go into governance. If you don't love business, do not love the office of the governor. Do not love the office of the local government chairman. Do not love the office of the president. I agree with Atiku there. But can't you see that they're all mentally drained? You know, the last time I listened to Obasanjo, which I said on this show, let's listen to Atiku first. Atiku is saying that if he becomes the president, if I see Peter Obi, I will bring it if it's the same thing. But I've never seen him make this kind of stupid blunder. But I'll talk to you. He's saying that they're going to call on investors to come and they're going to give them tax rebate so they can invest. That seems to be a good idea. And so when those people employ 10,000 people, he will collect taxes. Very genius. The question I ask is, where are the investors, sir? Are they going to be foreign investors? Are they going to be local investors? Because there are a lot of advantages with local and international investors. I talked about that a little bit of yesterday. If you have a local investors, the money remains within. For international investors, they repatriate their money. So it's like the British. They came as a colonial master. They took their thing, they worked, they built, and they took whatever they took it away. So we are here, and I'm confused if we are talking about the same kind of investment. Is it the investment of foreign or local investor? Maybe Atiku can explain that to us. But you know what is so shameful in this thing? Why don't you people ask anytime you know this man? I'm going to try and get your number now. Today, I will call Atiku. My question would be, the money you want to use in building infrastructure, because he went further, that he has that the oil money should be used to build roads, this and that, and then the other local generator money should be used to fund our expenditures. Oh my God, these people are funny. Atiku, that money you use it to build road, why don't you use it in the critical investment and employ your own people? That is the question I am asking. I wrote a book, The State as a Creator. You see, when the state invests, what happens? The state employs. The state keeps some of the money. People can have shares in the business. It's not only the state that will own it. Listen, there's something that is different from what the model I'm saying, different from communism. I'm not saying the state will own the business in total, but the state may say, I have 70% or even 60% of it. Let people buy shares. Let foreigners buy shares if we need more money. If we don't have enough money, Oga, borrow. Employ people. Start to be productive. Like Atiku said, if you know you are not good in business, then don't even dare near the office of the governor. If Oborivori knows that he's not a good businessman, he shouldn't even contest for this not me talking this article. If you know you are a daft in business, then do not run for the office of the president. Because the office is for management of our resources, not to manage us. There's nothing in me you want to manage. You want to manage my resources so my life can be comfortable. That's your job, Mr. President. That's your job, Mr. Governor. That's your job, Mr. Local Government Chairman. Why is Atiku pushing that job to somebody who will employ the people so they will collect us? You see, Atiku, you will employ the people and you still be able to collect us. Let me explain this, what Obasanjo did. Obasanjo was boasting and you were clapping for him. If I were there, waiting for tell Baba for cry. He said there was shortage of cement in Nigeria. He called Dangote. Dangote, come now. Dangote said, okay, how can I'm in Lagos. You are in Abuja. How can I get to Abuja this night? It's late. He said, okay, when can you get here? Say in the morning. Because so in the next morning, Dangote was there at 8 o'clock. What happened, sir? He said, tell me what you need to do so that you begin to manufacture cement. There's shortage of cement in Nigeria. Atiku now gave him, Dangote now gave Obasanjo conditions. I said, this and what I need. He said, you have it all. So, you know, what is so beautiful about this? The man went and he started manufacturing cement. According to Obasanjo, that he was monitoring him. He sent 3 men to monitor Dangote to see whether the production of the cement was really going on. The thing that came to me, I was saying, okay, if you have the money, or you're saying that Atiku have more money, Dangote have more money than Nigeria. So if Dangote was able to open 2 cement, meaning Nigeria would have opened 50 cement factories. If Dangote was employing 10,000, would have employed 2 million. And if Dangote can produce enough cement that is now selling to the rest of Africa, we'll be selling cement to the rest of the world today. Hallelujah. But Obasanjo has been taught. You see, that's the problem. And that's the problem you have now. You're listening to me. You have been taught that the government cannot do business. And it's not me that said it today. This man, your presidential candidate, said, if you cannot do business, do not come into government. I cannot agree more. And you know, the only problem I have with these people, they don't know or they couldn't appreciate what they can do as a government. You are underrating the power of the state in this leadership of business IQ. Then what are you leading? The thing I don't understand is, if I ask somebody, what are you a governor for? If your government cannot oversee the agricultural sector, cannot see the petroleum sector, cannot see the power sector, what are you doing? So you just sit in your office and you wait for tasks. Oh, you send people regulations. Oh God, this is why I have problem. You see the problem? If I were to be your governor, Delta will have a solar plant. And in fact, solar plant in 24 local governments. In fact, this solar plant, I'll be making money. Yeah, God bless me. I said I will be making money from the solar plant. And I'm not guessing. We'll be making money from the solar plant. Now, Atiku is just said something that is so good, so sweet. If you know that you don't know business, do not come near the office of the governor. Can you imagine why is this so difficult? For you to know that the state alone can employ 2 million Delta people today, not tomorrow, today. Now listen to me, people. Oborivori, if he thinks straight now, if Oborivori listen to me today, the part of the money he's going to use for this economic summit and investment summit is enough for me to set up the plan for Delta State. I will put Delta State, how I want Delta State to be in the next 20 years, in the next 50 years, in the next 100 years. That will be short term, medium term, and the long term. We are planning for tomorrow. These are the people here did it. They already project what their country is going to be in 100 years, even when they know they will not be alive. So if we do that, now we have a template and then we go about doing it. Now, I was listening to a guy today. How much does it take to create a farm, Delta farm, in 24 local government of Delta State? How much? Come on now. You're joking. I'm not going to do the farm. Now, I'm going to say something today. When I talk about farm, I don't know what kind of farm you have in your head. But please, if I have the time in this show, I will show you what a farm looks like. I didn't want to spend time on farm today. I want to use Hollywood and Nollywood to showcase the example I'm going to talk about. That when you talk of production, let me tell a little bit of that because I'm going to share another video with you. I want to use this image to share this with you. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this. This is Hollywood, Hollywood and Nollywood. Let's take a look at this together. Now, when you look at these two images, you will find that Hollywood is made in a board meeting. Hollywood, they have it in the board meeting. It's a business run by people with money. Look at Nollywood. These are struggling people. Look at them. That's not to say you want to talk Nollywood down. They don't have money. Oh, but what do you get it? Atiko, do you get it? They don't have money. If not, there's nothing that is happening in this board meeting that this one cannot achieve. Nothing. The only difference is, do you have the money to invest? Meaning, do you have the money to employ the right people? My business is suffering, not because the business is a failure, because I couldn't hire the right people and I couldn't access the right equipment. Nollywood is where it is today, not because Nollywood have a better story to tell. Now, there are limitations. They lack one skills, because this knowledge of filmmaking, you need to study it deeper. That's one of the problems. I'm in the industry. They lack the equipment and they lack the funding to run a project that's supposed to be. Because if you want to make a big film, the crane need to move, the camera need to move, people will be flying. That is movie making. It is not a luck that Hollywood will make a better film than Nollywood. It's not because Hollywood is better intellectually or their story is better. No, because they have a better equipment to tell the story than what Nollywood can do. At the end of the day, my brothers and sisters, Hollywood will make money from their films. These people will remain in poverty. Now, this is where it is so sad in our country. The money these Nollywood people need to compete with Hollywood is with politicians. They nobody want to keep them. They don't even know what to do with it. And now they're using the money to organize the economic summit. Oh, no, man. We need to talk. I don't know how to explain this because it's not, let me put it another way. I saw maybe I'm gonna give you a figure on agriculture very soon. And when I talk about the agriculture, the thing that may come to your mind will be, oh, let's talk about a farm. You're thinking of that woman, that old mama when they go farm. If that is what you think I mean by agriculture, I beg, go sleep, may you wake up again. I'm talking of industrial farming in the 21st century, where the tractors, in fact, it's robot now doing the work. If Oboriwori will open a glass house farm in the universities, oh, Abraka University is there. We have 12 universities. We have 24 local government. Oboriwori is not looking for business. It's not needed. He don't even, this country, the state has been divided for him. So he has where to put the money. Etiop West, I need 1,000 acres. My money as a governor is I'm going to draw the plan, what we're going to do in Etiop West. Then I will build a glass house. Once the glass house is ready, in fact, before I will even start to farm, people will begin to pump in money. Because you know money is going to run out of that place with speed. I'm saying with speed. If I go into Abraka and I look at the acres I want to use, and I will say, I want to build so kind of, maybe even for this place, I love animal farm a lot. Maybe I want to create ranches in Abraka. And I'm going to keep them in the animals are not going to be everywhere. They're going to be in a warehouse place. And I bring food for them. And you know how much we're going to make from there? And how many, all I'm saying now is, Atiko, you don't need to employ, to look for an investor to employ these people. You already employ your own people. And the beauty of saying is that the state doesn't have to have everything. You can sell shares to us. We are part of the state. Even the people that are working in the farm, if in your business, after some time, you can tell them to begin to invest part of their money. So you don't pay them. If they are getting 100,000, you are investing 50. Do you know what? By the end of the month, they're getting profit plus their salary. Everybody will be with you, sir. But how about you work in a factory and you are part of the owner of that factory? That's what I will say. So because the essence of it is not for the state to just make money alone, it's for the growth of the country. And if you so wishes to invite your so-called foreign investor that you are so passionate about, then bring them in. Let them buy shares. They cannot and must not own us again. We don't want to go back to slavery. The British, they came, they colonized us. The slave trade, they came, they took us as slaves. What did they do really? They didn't do anything bad though. They were looking for money. They never came because they hated black people or they hated Nigeria. They came, they were looking for money. They were looking for people to work in their field. They took us as slaves. They were looking to take our oil away. They made us work. They took the oil. Did they kill us? Did they come and they start shooting you? Okay, the question I ask you now, what the British were doing? Why can't you do it? You that saying you want to take over from there. Now you've taken over from there. Why can't you do what they were doing? In the last time I checked, the British had Leventis. In Sabla, they have AT&P. Where is your own business? Tell me, show me why why somebody will call you a governor. Why your name is a governor. I beg. I'm never leaving. This image will tell the story to them. This is Nollywood and Hollywood. If the government just step in, Nollywood will do better than Hollywood. Let me repeat. If our government, in my last proposal, which I sent to all Nollywood people, I sent it to them as a free. I propose that every state should have a film fund. And then you understand what I'm saying? In the film fund, if you have a beautiful idea, you bring it to the state and we'll look at it. If we like the story, we will fund it. So you don't need to have a beautiful idea and there's no money to make the film. It does not make sense. The minute the state is killing your creativity because your money is with the governor. Do you understand that? The money you need to make the film is with the block state governor. What is he doing with it? He doesn't even know what to do. Maybe he's marrying new wives. What I'm saying now is, once you have the state film fund, if there's a beautiful script that we want to make, we will fund it. A young boy come with a beautiful idea, a young girl come with a beautiful idea, we fund it, we make the film. If the profit comes, the state will take some, the young man take his own. He starts to make another film. We help him to sell. How is that going to be? Why must a poor man be the one to take that big risk? He's going to go into suicide. Making film in Nigeria is suicidal as it is. It's not supposed to be so. That's why you see them in America, they're doing it in a boardroom. They don't need to stress because it's planned. But we can achieve this, sir. Now, before we go on, I'm happy Oboriwori invited Shetima to the meeting. So let me share one video of Shetima with you guys. Today is not a day I'm not happy because I know many people will not be happy with me. But again, you know that Chris, I'm not looking for friends, really. That's the problem you guys have. You know, when you have someone like me, you have a problem because I don't know. I hate friendship. I'm like Tony Blair right now. Tony Blair said he got to a point in his premiership where he doesn't care anymore because everybody's not going to like him. But let's listen to this video of Shetima in Benin Republic. You know where they call it? Cotonou? Now you go. He took 6 governors with him. The economy of Benin Republic, Delta State economy is bigger than the economy of Benin Republic. But listen, you know, when they talk, now not go listen. Delta State is richer than Benin Republic. But Shetima went to Benin Republic with 6 governors. Let's watch the video.
Shetima, accompanied by 6 state governors, toured the Glojigbe industrial zone in Cotonou, describing it as an African success story in value addition and manufacturing. He pledged but Nigeria will replicate key aspects of Benin's industrial zone as 8 agro-industrial processing zones are developed across the country.
We are overwhelmed. Want to commend the government of people of Benin Republic for being intentional in this their drive for industrialization. They are taking part in changing the country. Trade enabling environment, business right.
Governors of different states also pledged to adapt the model, saying it offers practical solutions for reviving.
Nigeria gathered the vice president.
All right. The message is clear. Thank you. We don't have the right to show this video. It's coming from a news channel. So news channel, we thank you for that. And I want to give credit to Chatham House, whoever conducted that video with Atiku, and all the videos I'm sharing today. And the one from the governor of Delta State. We appreciate your videos. What I'm saying is, a tiny country, not as big as Delta State, is now doing something that we all went there. And again, don't forget, Benin Republic will never become independent, because they are one of those people that is still using the money from, they still using the France. They don't have their own currency. These French countries, they don't have currency. Now French money that they use. But even when France has left them, France has joined Euro, they are still using the money France used to use. Now don't see this one. France not carry them join Euro. He leave them for where he died put. France come out himself from poverty, join Euro, but he left them there. Now the same people. Okay, why would they not do what they do now? They open, you see exactly what Delta State doing, and I like it. You know, we have the free trade zones. And I do have reservation because my brother owns it. I won't say too much about it. But you know, I have some issues with it. The free trade zone would have been used by us, then it makes sense. This one now, the people that own this may be Chinese, French. They are the one that came to colonize Benin Republic again. On the surface, Benin Republic is growing. Oh, all the industrialization is in Benin Republic. Who owns it? Hello? Who owns it? Where is the money going to? Is it going to stay in Benin Republic, or the money will be repatriated? That is where these 6 governors went. And they said they're going to go and replicate it. Meaning, I know it works in America, it works in places like China at the moment, but at some time China is going to tell Americans to go back. But even if you do it in China, Chinese government will be clever enough to make sure that you don't own 100% of that thing you came to do in their land. And that when you bring that thing into the land and you do it there, they will tell you the portion. In fact, I'm a lawyer, and you're going to do what we call corporate social responsibility. It's no more a social thing. It's no more a voluntary thing. It's now mandatory that certain percentage must be spent. Either spend the percentage of your operational cost or profit. We are still fighting for that of the oil. They only gave us 3% for now. It's supposed to be at least 50% or at least 30% to the community. If we were operating that kind of level of understanding, then I would say yes. But don't forget, free trade zone is not really a place where you go and tax people. The only advantage we can get from free trade zone is to go there and work. And the manufactured good will be sold. And they will give us job. I want you people, I'm coming, and like I said, my brother, I get no talk. If not, sometime I know I was asking Roland the other day, tell me the advantage of this your free trade zone. Who go own the business? Is in Aribo. Who go work for there? Is in me. They go pay me salary, yes. Then the money with the profit when they make, where they go, you go gotta go home. Maybe I don't understand. When I go explain that to me tomorrow. Is that what we are dying for? The disciples of John the Baptist, they go meet Jesus. Are you the one to come, or should we wait for another? May God help every one of us. Today, we go talk about Masisiam. You see, my brother, God will bless you. Why you not join me now, my brother Sonny? You forget me. You see, we have a problem. We have a problem. The economy of our state can be turned around now. There's an image I shared one time. Nigeria is ready to move. You just need to kick the start button. But not this Atiku idea. You see the people that you invited to be your president. Atiku is saying, look at his smart idea when I declare for him. He came to Chatham House. Chatham House opened door for that man. To come and speed that nonsense. Because all they can do is talk rubbish. They don't know what they're doing. Let me ask one question, and before you get me confused. Atiku is saying that he's gonna give the job. He's gonna call on investors. And the question I'll be asking you, see, because he contradicted himself. He's gonna call on investors. So the only time you are an economist is when you tell the investors that I'm going to give you tax rebate. And then the problem, when you employ people, you collect money. If you're an investor, why don't you just invest in the business? Why are you waiting for that person to do it? Or don't you believe the business can bring money? Why will you be sitting on gold and you're waiting for somebody to come and open the gold for you? What's wrong with your hand? That's why in my book, if you read my book, the state as a creator, when you create businesses, you don't have to owe it 100%. I keep repeating that. But if you create a business and other people buy shares, you have control. Then you still employ the people. You still collect tax. Why do you get it wrong, my people? Where does Oboriwori get it wrong? Where did the government of Nigeria get it done if they open the business? Now, the government of Nigeria is every day saying they are waiting for heaven to fall. The way the whole Christians, I don't say pastor, they with me here. The way now they wait for heaven to come. God they here, you say heaven, God they come. God there with you, you say God they come. Something is wrong with us. Where did we get this wrong? Atiku, of all people, this is idea. I can tell you all of them have the similar ideas. And that got me worried. It's not only Oboriwori. If you listen to Oboriwori's idea, he said he wants a privately run economy. And that would have been a very smart idea. It's a good one. Why not? But the problem with it is when you go with that kind of idea, who runs it and who owns it? The people would then employ us as slaves again. Or tell me the difference between the colonial time and this one, when Chinese people come and own the business in Nigeria, or Chinese come and open a school in Nigeria, and they now teach us Chinese or teach us whatever curriculum. Maybe we'll give them a curriculum and they teach us. The profit will go where? We go to China because it's their business. You know one person for the entire state when go fit buy shares for Chinese company. If America come to open a business, that factory we are asking America to come and open, do you have money to buy shares in the American business? How many of you in Delta State can buy shares in that kind of business? The question I ask, why is your government sleeping? They swear for us. Is there any way they curse us, say this is a curse on us, not to think well? Explain to me. We have a problem, my people. And our problem is so simple. You see, and what is so funny is these guys are celebrating as if they know what they're doing. And you clap for them. And then they think they've done the right thing. Look at Chetima. He spent our money. If they tell you how much they spend on that trip to Cotonou now, they go down write billions, if not 1 trillion. Now God go forgive you now. A trip to Cotonou, go and check how much they don't spend. A money that is enough for a Nollywood filmmaker to turn the industry to become like Hollywood. You know what? That is the sad part. This money I'm talking of now, the money they are misusing, the money Oboriwori is using now. If Oboriwori open a state film fund, let me bring a lighter image of Nollywood and Hollywood. You know, I didn't create this image for fun. In my article today, I was comparing what Nollywood is doing and what Hollywood is doing. Now, as it is, Nollywood have a better story. We have a better story. Our story have not been told. Hollywood have exhausted their story. They are looking for stories now. We have 1.4 billion black people in Africa. Africa alone. Then how many people are in America? Black people that we all buy our story. Go to the Caribbean, they all watch our story. They are black. Oyinbo see they watch our story. So meaning we have a big market. There's nothing Hollywood is doing in that boardroom that we cannot do here. But the problem we have here is we don't have the money. There's no single problem. Now, let me explain this to you. Thank you, my daughter. You know, let me tell you one funny thing. The money we need to grow this place is with us. So if Nollywood have access to finance, the filmmakers have access to finance, which they can do in partnership with the government, from my idea of a state film fund. They don't want to take the money from your guy, put the money there. When you see a good idea, you sponsor it. You make money with them, because the last time I checked, Hollywood is generating billions. Delta State can. You just need to look at the filmmakers around you and say which story is good enough. We make it and we sell it. It doesn't take so much. Thank God they've practiced the art of making it. You know, when I was saying today, a film in Nigeria, it may be 500,000. The one we do with if you do, you spend some how many million? If you spend 500 million in film in Nigeria, not be Nigerian film you see. But in Hollywood, the cheapest movie to be made is 3 million. That is a low budget film. It's 3 million. $3 million. You know how much that is? I bet interpret them for Naira. That's what they call a low budget. In the UK, is £5 million. That's a low budget film. Because my film is called No Budget. The one I make with 200,000, 100 and something thousand, they call it a no budget film. No budget. Not low budget, no budget. NO. So if you imagine what these people need, they can't do it alone. If Nollywood will remain here for the next 50 years, they will not be like Hollywood until somebody pump in the money into Nollywood. Now, it would have been nice to see one American guy come to see the potential and own Nollywood and bring money into Nollywood and begin to make the film and make money. Netflix already done that too. Now, and this is the problem I had with the Netflix invasion. Netflix will come and give you money to make film. You give the film to Netflix. Netflix will pay you small money. Netflix will go and sell the film to the rest of the world. They are making money. Nollywood will remain poor. I am saying that the government of Nigeria should be the one investing with the Nollywood filmmakers, and we sell our film. Netflix have no place. Netflix can only come and do business with us on our own terms, but they cannot be controlling the industry as it is. Is that really difficult to say? Because the more they do that, these Nollywood filmmakers, they became automatic slaves, workers to Netflix. Hey, Gogene, they swear for us. We say we don't want to be slaves anymore. Now we're not choosing to be slaves. We're not begging. Because what the government of Nigeria is doing is begging. Please come and enslave us again. We are too poor. Come and enslave us. When a government blindly begin to sing for foreign investment, he's indirectly saying, we want to be slaves. I bet take Urobo, tell them what they are talk today. If you hear Ika, take Ika, tell them. What will be your language? Take Isha, tell them. Take Bini, tell them. How was I interpret them? That when you invite foreign investment in a cheapish way, you become a slave in your own land again. Because the last time I checked, why did you tell the British to go? The British were not killing you. The British, they came, they set up AT&P. You had a job now. Don't you people have a job at AT&P? Those I grew up around Saple. We have Flower Mill. We have Leventis. It's like the equivalent of a South African company, this one that is taking over the place now. Can you see that Nigeria have no single idea? Our TV is controlled by South Africa. Netflix control our movies. Now, if you tell me one thing when Nigeria they do. MTN as South Africa. Show me now. And you are talking here as if you are looking, you see, because all this is happening because the government of Nigeria don't even understand that there's no money in the state. How can you borrow money in a country where the interest rate will kill you? Let me bring the interest rate back. In Nigeria, if you borrow money, which is the Bank of Industry, that is the best you're going to get. The interest rate is between 18 and 30%. I am not the one that touched it. This is how I got the information from online. But in the UK, the highest you pay back is 7%. If it is on agriculture or creative economy, it's not going to be more than 3%. Article saying that we should use the money on infrastructure, the money should be used in production, Mr. Atiko. You're not going to be president like this. Like, God not go give, in fact, we're not going to come out from fry pan to fire. I'm not talking about you. I don't care where you come from. But do you have what it takes? Okay, you said something. Atiko said something we must take home. He said, listen, not be me talking. Listen to Oborewori, listen to Atiko. He said, if you knew you cannot be a good businessman, you should not be a governor. That's what I read there. Maybe not you. When I go back, go listen to that video again. My people, this is not it's not rocket science. That's why it is hurting me. What I talk about on this show is not rocket science. And I'm going to prove this to you. Today on this show, I put in some things together. And like I said before, Dangote is actually doing better than very many of us. If you can imagine the amount of money Dangote will generate in a year, the Nigerian government cannot even generate it. Dangote is now looking at generating 30 billion. Nigerian government is struggling to get 24. Not be me, one thing I saw. I'm not sure. I can't verify it. So please don't take it too serious. But let's go and look at where we stand in the global stage. I will spend some time on this and I'm going to close the show. I'm not going to talk too long today because for some reason I'm emotionally drained. I'm a human being. I don't tire today, fall in love. One in Amina, two na Deborah. I don't tire today, fall in. You know who does sing that song? Say, not be one, not be two, not be three. I don't tire today, fall in love. That's me. That's why I'm emotionally drained. Anyway, let's take a look at this video. This one of these statistics together. Yes, on the screen is starting a business in Nigeria. Let's not even start from there because that one will drain us more. So let's see whether we look at the global stage. Agriculture. Again, I'm going to take this small seat here. I want people to take a look at your screen. Look at it carefully. Look at how much the United States gets from agriculture. The highest is actually coming from China. 1.36. It's actually 1.7 on the total statistics for Chinese. Look at how much we're generating, 74 billion. America generates 557 billion. Okay. Now, the only difference between what America is doing and what we are doing is our farmers. You know where they carry? If you go to Benue now and Cutlass, they take the farm. They don't do that shit in Israel. They don't do that shit in the Netherlands. Only with an organized farming, we can make more money than America. And it is not so far, it's not so difficult. We have people that can even make it. You know what we can do? We can make our food semi-organic. Because all the food they're eating in Europe just now is chemical. So if we have some element of organic in it, we will sell more. If you come to London now, when I have money, I don't buy things at the cheap shop. I go to Waitrose because they sell a little bit of organic food there. If not these chemicals, they give you cancer with speed. We know it, but we don't have the money. So if you can make a semi-organic food, your food will sell more from Africa. They say it's coming from Africa. They know it's natural. They will buy it. Both your cashew nut, your granite, everything will be higher in price. So supposing we go into that kind of farm, imagine we'll make more money. We'll make more money than them. So what do we really need to make that kind of farm? We need the right investment. Now, if you bring Oyibo to come and invest in our farm, Oyibo will take the profit and go. It is a good thing, but he will take the money and go. Me and you, we don't have the money to put in there. The government is sitting on a pot of money, and they say they are waiting for Oyibo to come and invest. I'm saying to the government of Nigeria, put that money, when Atiku talk just now, say we will put for infrastructure, put it in farming. And we will be selling food in the next 6 months. Only cassava 6 months will go explode the whole of China. They will buy all. They don't have enough. Cassava is used in I think for pharmaceutical. We eat it anyway. So what can you get it wrong with cassava? So what is the problem? Is it that we don't have the people to do the farm? That we don't have the technology to do the farm? If we don't have the technology, we can employ 2-3 people from the West. Anybody you know say that the farm where you pay the person, money talks and bullshit, well, he come and work in your farm. Okay, I'm gonna explain to me why we cannot farm and beat this economy, the situation that we find ourselves. Look at how much we are making from agriculture. Our comparative advantage, we are in a better place land. We have a better weather to make food than the rest of the world. But we don't have food. They sell food to us. Sometimes they even give to us, or we can't feed ourselves. In Jesus' name. You tell me, say, nah, Juju, they worry you. Not be Juju. Now you, they worry yourself. Okay? You are the cause of your problem. It is not rocket science for Delta State or for Nigeria as a whole to have a say in this global market of agriculture. We are not there. Let's go to 2. I just want to leave the creative, but let me see whether I can go to education a little bit. Let's see what education can offer us. Now, as it is, I've told you before the story how the education system in the UK got transformed by Tony Blair. Even when I don't buy the whole idea, but Tony Blair transformed the education idea. And today, the education system in the United Kingdom is making close to 60 to 70 billion pounds every year. Nigeria is not making half of that money. The whole of Nigeria, both the oil you sell, you don't make half of the money that only UK university is making. But the people that make more money is actually the United States. I have this figure. I share this image. I try to do this today so that those that watch this show can take the time to take a look at it again and again and again and again. Look at it. See, my brothers and sisters, it is not a rocket science. If we choose to improve our training, our education system, we have more advantage. A lot of people will come from the whole of Africa to come and study in Nigeria. The more amount of billion we spend in sending our children abroad will be saved at home. ASU will no more be going on strike because I go soon here say they will go on strike. I am feeling cold even when it is very hot today. You know why I'm feeling cold? I'm feeling cold for Nigeria. I'm feeling cold for Nigeria. And I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. And I am sad. Not because I don't have food to eat, not because I am sick, because I'm sad. The situation, not just the leaders that are there now. You know, if somebody gives you hope, you know, Tinubu said it's hope. Hope is an anticipation of good things to come. But with this thinking, with this article thinking, with this Boriwari thinking, with the way Tinubu does things, with the way Obasanjo thought, that's why we are here. In fact, our leaders are not wicked, though. They are not corrupt. They are mentally handicapped. They need training. This man said it all. If you know you cannot be a businessman, do not run for the office of the governor. Do not run for the office of the president. We need a businessman. That's what I used the word before. We need economic engineers. We don't need political actors. By the time you let a politician or just an idiot of a politician to run the affairs of the state, all you're going to think is the money don't come. Make we share. That's how a stupid man think. Oh, the money don't land. Oh, yeah, no share. Money there, we drink, we marry new wives. But a wise person will invest that money, like Atiku was saying. Atiku said, put an investment. No! Look at things that will bring us money. Put the money in education. Let our school be standard. As we begin to train people, we'll begin to... In fact, UK children will be sending their children. Every people in the world will be sending children to come and study. At least if they don't do that, our children, those of us in the UK, will send our children come home. Because I want my children to learn the Nigerian culture. They don't get culture here. This one, our Igbo culture that they learn. So, if I have a good school in Nigeria today, I promise you my children will be in Nigeria studying. But how can I send them there if I should go on strike the next day? If your education system is handicapped, go and read my book. The education is a failure totally, not only in Nigeria. That's why when I was writing the book, it's like I was thinking ahead. If what I said in my book is wrong, listen to the current Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He's now saying that young people as 14, early as 14, will be given the tools so that you will go and learn work. So when you finish that place, you'll be employable to yourself, or the company will be able to employ you. That's what I wrote in my book. Now the government is failing because the government of Nigeria is waiting until NYSC to get it done. Then the person don't spend 4 or 5 years finish before you come to give them the training. No, give them the training right from the university. And then if you do that, the university will actually be making money, because the university become a production hub. University can be the biggest money-making machine for Nigeria. The last time I checked, they have the talent, they have the resources. All you need to do is buy some equipment for them. It's easier for me to do a business in university than anywhere. Look at when I want to make movies now. I'm going into the university to make movies because there I have people who knows what I'm talking about. They will act in my film. They will do my camera work with me. They understand. They can even criticize me better. I have lecturers to work with me. Why would I want to go and make film outside? Tell me. The university is your best bet, Mr. Governor. If you go into, oh God, how much can I say this? Call Abraka today. Let's open a ranch. When I say ranch, not be toy you. Massive ranch. You know how much Delta State go sell from cow? I don't know how many months it takes, 1 year, that it takes for the cow to grow. You know how much we will make. And those cows will be well fed. They will be well treated. They're not going to die because those people, they study the theory right now. We're going to give them the practical training. And as they're doing that, more new ones that are going through that school, they are learning the practical art of ranching. When they finish, you'll be surprised. A young boy that finished school will tell you, I'm not going to work. I'm going to open my own ranch in my own village. 20, if you get 20 cows, you know what it's going to get. If you don't know that a child that actually groom, if you buy 40 cows, you know you're a rich man. How much you go sell 40 cows at the end of the year? What are you looking for? How much they won't pay you now? Come to that, the place are going to employ you for 100,000. But if you open a ranch, imagine how much you will make. But by the time you give them that old training from the university, they're not looking for a job. That is my book. I said we should trust the certificate. The certificate right now is a shame. I call it certificate shame. It's shaming us. Those are the two books I've wrote to. The state as a creator and the certificate shame. The education system we have now is a total failure. But all hopes are not lost. We still have a hope. The only hope we have right now is for people like Oboriwori, like President Tinubu, like the local government chairman. Do you know why I'm calling on them? I only have one thing. One, they are in a position to make policies. Business goes with law. And most importantly, they have the seed money. What called seed money? We need to plant the seed. They have it. It's coming from oil. It's not coming to me and you. It's going to Oboriwori. Oboriwori is the one collecting 60-something billion every month. We want him to invest that money. This month, it could be agriculture. The next month, it could be solar plant. The other month will be housing. How can we get it wrong? Why are we poor, for God's sake? Tell me one good reason why we are poor. If you can explain to me one reason why we are poor, I will change my name. If you see, if the job is not doable, I will tell you. And I've told you before, Oboriwori is a very kind-hearted human being. You look at him, you know he wants to help you. But you can't give what you don't have. And my ex tell me, the woman looked me, not leave me, we don't separate years ago. He said, you can't give what you don't have. I said, cause you won't tell me say I don't get love to give. I nearly slap her. But she said the truth. As at that time, I was everywhere. I cannot give her what I don't understand. And I couldn't, and I didn't. In my place, you go say, Urubo Wado. Nigeria Wado. Nigeria, I agreed. Give me one single reason why we have a poor economy. Because the last time we checked, the same filmmaking than Hollywood is making, that America is making to make a lot of money. We are making it. The same farm America is farming to make a lot of money. We are farming. The same agriculture, the same manufacturing that is making them trillions. We have it. The only difference is we are not doing it in a scale. We're still doing it like those days. Only one man, they're doing a I didn't see somebody, they fish, they do, they use hand, they hit them. They make one pot in 10 years. Machine, they turn out pots. In seconds. You need the investment, you need the technology, you need the knowledge. That is what seed money is meant for, Mr. Boriwori. That money you are sitting on is meant to open those doors. Boriwori, what does it cost you to open the Delta State Film Fund? Under the Ministry of Art and Culture, give them Ferguson. I know them there. Give them only 5 billion. And you say you want return on this investment. And you bring in professional filmmakers who understand the language to make the right policies, and you are owning shares. Like I said before, anybody that have a good story to tell, he comes there. And if you like it, you fund it. You joint make the film, you make profit. You don't wait for Netflix. It's now our own product. We'll show it on cinema. Nobody can sell a film better than Delta State. Now tell me what you're going to see. You see that you have employed a lot of people. Delta State is now making money. That sector is alive. You know one surprising thing? People will come from all over the world to come and make film in Delta State because they know, oh, governor self, if they like your idea, they go put their money. So they will put money there and you bring. So if they bring their story, you will see America bringing their story to come and co-produce with you because they know you are film friendly. No, you're doing business, sir. You are not friendly. You are not talking of an environment that is friendly. You are doing business. Otherwise, if you allow Hollywood to come and take over Nollywood, that's what's going to happen. Like the way Netflix has taken over Nollywood. We are working for Netflix. Look at the filmmakers, they are poor. They don't have money. These are people where they wear small clothes, they come on and not get. If not be politicians where they sleep with our actors, money not there. No, not vest. I'm an old man. If I don't say the truth today, when I want to die today, not kill me today, not good. Before I came on the show, my brother was asking me, please now, please, why do you sit on the fence attacking the government when you could flow with them? I have a lot of friends in government. Yeah, I said, maybe I can flow with them and they can give me some money and I'll be comfortable, but this trouble remains. He who fights and run away will fight another day. You see, if you treat a wound half, the disease is still there. Let us cure our problem as a whole. I need a holistic approach. I don't think small. I think for Nigeria. I think for Delta State. I don't think for me. There's a big difference, sir. I don't have up to 3 of us because when I sleep at night, I think how Delta State can come out from where they are. And like I said, Agri can do that for us. And please, Oga, I don't want make no verse. Now my idea be that. Maybe my idea is wrong. But I don't want to hear say foreign investment they come. That's your stupid summit. Oga, pack 'em. Go to one. What you need is no one person bringing money to come and buy Delta State again. You need a plan that people you key into. Oga, you never get plan. Cancel that economic summit. Save that money. You have Asaba. It's not now. UNESCO recognized Asaba as a film city. Quote me. I'm in the industry. UNESCO is the only city, about 2 cities in Nigeria that UNESCO recognized. I think it's only Asaba that's even recognized as a film city. That's a city where they make movies. Mongo Park died in Asaba. They buried him there. So imagine that Asaba. Delta State not take advantage of it. Already a film city recognized by UNESCO. You play with all these languages. Anything you see is about packaging. Do you know how much Delta State will make alone? In fact, all those people when they do it for Asaba, so all of them, the last time I checked my girls, they say, Daddy Chris, they don't make good film here now. All the films are low quality. And I say, yes, you don't have money. And they don't understand when I say you don't have money. Because if you have money, you can hire the right people. And as you are working with the right people, the locals are learning more. You can't learn from a trained director and you don't learn. But by the time you just carry this camera, begin shoot, you go keep making mistake. But it can be done better. The state need to intervene. What are you doing? The last time, go now as I'm talking, go to Ministry of Art and Culture in Delta State. Nothing is happening there. Go to Ministry of Agriculture in Delta State. Nothing is happening there. Education people now lay salary that they pay. This is not going to continue. It cannot continue, sir. And you know why this is so sad? What I'm telling you in Delta State now is so happening across the country. Across the country. And you are asking me why we are poor. Is it a rocket science? Do somebody need to tell you why we are poor? Like I used the word the last time. We are potentially rich. We are not a rich nation. No? We are a very, very poor people. Because your government is waiting for is creating an enabling environment for foreign investors to come and enslave us. Whereas the seed money is with them. They have the seed money. What did Oboriwo do with the last 60 billion that came? Make Oboriwo take Urubutemi at the year. Tell her, make it talk, explain to me what they did with the last one. And then they want to come, and the other want to come. If we don't get money, we can borrow. And why this is so sad is these things will bring back money so fast, so fast. Agriculture will bring out money. The ranches in Abraka will bring out so much money. Oh, the housing, I described the housing here the other day. If Delta State will take up every local government, say for a start, every month, say every 2 months, we are completing an estate. You hear me correctly? If you take away every 3 months, we complete an estate across the 24 local government. Oga, before you start to even build the house, we don't stand. But would quote me. If you give me a plan of a house now that you are doing, that you're going to construct those houses with a beautiful ecosystem, with power, with a solar plant, that the people know they're going to have electricity and there will be water flowing and there will be security. Oga, as you start that house, will they buy them? Nigerians will buy it. People in America, they will buy it because they need a place to do holiday. Then before you know it, you end up repatriating people, Americans who are African Americans back home to come and spend their holiday. If they come, maybe they put $2,000. They already have a business in Nigeria. Once you have a business, then your future is there already. You see they're coming by the repatriating money into Nigeria. And those money will not be going back to America. That money will remain in Africa because they are coming home. It's all like you tell one Oyibo make it come invest one factory there. Oyibo will only make factory like those oil companies. What did they do? They repatriated the money. We remain our land is in ruin. When you people talk, do you think at all? Do you guys think outside the box, or you just make up your mouth and talk? Do you people think? Where's your brain? You see, I shared 3 videos today. Atiko is not thinking well. Shetima it belongs to the in fact, I don't know where Fatima they come from. Where that Shetima they come from? Oboriwori, we know say that one before now. We don't know what to describe Oboriwori. Right now, you guys are gonna be angry with me because I'm harsh on them, because the only way I can be, because they're pissing me off. Like Atiko said, if you know nobody could if I'm talking now for they beat me now. Atiko said, I'm gonna quote Atiko again and again. I'm gonna put it today, I'm gonna share it around. Now, if you know you are not good in business, don't ever run for the office of the governor. Don't run for the office of the president. Unfortunately, he doesn't even know what he's saying with his ideas. But at least he's starting something. Everybody can try and fail. But if they were doing what Atiko was saying, we would have moved a little bit forward. But Atiko, whether I'm not going to understand Atiko, Baba, why do you need somebody to do the business? Who are you? Who are the investors you are talking about? How many investors do you know in Nigeria that can employ 10,000 people? Can't you people see people building castle in the air? Whether the money is with you, you said you're going to use that money to build infrastructure. Which infrastructure? Which road you want to construct? Here they pay you. Here they pay you. Here they pay you. Head, now they pay you. Isn't that when you start making money from agriculture, begin to construct road? How can you use seed money to construct road? How you go take money when you want to do business, take and marry? How you want to feed the wife? If the road go bad, how are you going to fix it? The road, you are not using infrastructure money to build. If it go bad tomorrow, you are not making money. How are you going to fix the road? That's where we are. But if we use this money, if we invest it, we have to suffer small. We use bad road for some time. Then we make money from agriculture. We put the money into roads. Then we know money is coming from agriculture already. Always. That money can go anywhere. Now agriculture sector is not built. Housing sector is not built. Mining is not built. What is built already? Nothing. And you are building infrastructure. Infrastructure, my foot. And now the next thing you're doing economic summit. Now God go forgive you now. And in fact, if peradventure anything happened to me today, God not go forgive you now because I cried. I am like John the Baptist. I am a man in the wilderness crying to you people. Do you know how many families called me and said, please, can you stop this? And I said, if I stop, who is going to do it? If I don't believe in what I'm saying, if you think anybody that think I'm guessing, say it on my show. Come on the show, say it, sir. You said, because all I've said today, I don't even want to talk about Benin Republic because they don't have independence. There's no independence in Benin Republic. You see that useless South Africa? Now, all the businesses in South Africa, they are still owned by the white people. All those people, when they say that they beat them, say Nigeria go, they don't get but they don't get. You know why? Because the business, the money is still in the hands of the South African white guys. So when you say black man to come and do business, it's the little Nigerians that went there that are now using our little money to create business. And that's why South Africans are jealous. They don't have money. The money is with the white South Africans. I'm not going to go into their politics. It's their headache. But in my case, the money is with my governor. The money, but that money is not your money. Well, man, the local government, man, I can't we'll go meet. We'll go meet. We'll talk your matter another day. What I'm saying now is not only governor. Local government can do better. Gone are the days when local government used to be poor. They are now earning close to 1 billion monthly. I know my local government gets about 900 every month now. If you like, you know, say, because I not there home, now I get luck. If not, I don't the right you, sir, under the Freedom of Information Act, I have an organization called Legal Supporters. Go and ask. You cannot try me. If you refuse to give me those information, I'll take you to court. And if you give me the information, probably you're going to prison. I'll be problem. Before I go come, Mona pray me they me cannot come because Mona carry gun because you will not sleep with it. If I did them, if don't kill me. Because I will not sit down there and one stupid local government chairman is sitting on about 700 million naira every month with nothing to show. No, I will not agree. Because the money, the last time I checked, the money is not your money. The money belongs to us. It belongs to the future of everybody, my children included. Today, you know why I must talk? Now, because the young people don't have a job. People that are supposed to be making money for us, they are not the people kidnapping us. Our daughters, when supposed to help to grow the nation, now runs they can't do now. And you're telling me that I should not talk. Or the young person that is doing runs, or the one that is doing always is his fault. You are stupid, man. You left them with no option. Give them job. And you will see them. And they will make money for us even. You see, I don't see it. It's a win-win, no? Because before you know that young boy that is working with you and you not give him a share of the business, he's not going to say, my future day here. Oh. He's going to do everything for the company to grow. And by the company growing, we are all growing. His future is tied to the company. Because he's one of those that owns the company. He has a share in it. Is a rocket science. Everybody will be fighting to buy shares now because they know by the end of the year, dividend will be shared. Okay, if data people here say they share dividend for them, like in those days when they buy shares. Ask our papa, they were buying shares in those days. Because they here say dividend, they come. If data people of young people not say dividend, then they go borrow money, put. Borrower side is looking for money to invest. You're looking for idea, you are bankrupt here. If not, you're not looking for money. Money is everywhere. By the time we have people like Chetima on Atiku eyeing the office of the president, then we are in trouble. Tinubu will be better than them. Well, I cannot say more than this today. have gone on this journey again and again. The only thing I can tell you is it's not a bad idea to say businessmen, article idea that people should come and do it. But I have already identified we don't have the money. Even if you're not, there's different ways of getting money to do business. Either the government help you or you're able to access loan. Loan is untouchable in Nigeria because you go to prison. That is equal, it's suicidal. The interest rate you pay on the money is not for business. Nobody borrowed that kind of money. So that's to say there's no loan in Nigeria. Yet you need security. So those of you that don't even have a house, you can't access those loans. And you're saying there's no people should come and create the job for others. That's why you see people in your street, they are jobless. The only reason you see people in Warri without job, they take like the waka, is because of this your dry idea. It's dry. You're expecting people who don't have penny to create job and employ people who are already in trouble. I've been at the beginning when you come out from school, when not give them better education. Now you say me come employ people. The ones who get good education are employing people. The ones that went to the learn mechanic by apprentice, they are now on their own mechanic workshop. They've already taken more apprentice. They are employing people and they are offering services to communities. Show me your engineers when you train. Where's the job? Are we going to learn or are we going to live in this fantasy? I made a film called Fantasy. We are fantasizing and it's too expensive. And I wish I don't say this. I wish I don't come here to talk. What I just want to really display today, that's why I come up with this chart, is only if we do agriculture well, we can then compete with the rest of the world by at least contributing our own food. Waitrose will buy food from us because it's organic. Many people begin to buy food from us. You see, this 74 billion is going to become 1 trillion. And that is when. That's all we need, though. If we make 1 trillion from agriculture, we are already among the countries to be rated first world. Once your money done, they reach 2-point-something trillion, they will invite you to the G7. Nigeria will never be in the G7 with the way you are going now. We'll never go there. And it's not about how many people in Nigeria. It's not about the pretty faces in Nigeria. It's about the productivity of the Nigerian state. We don't have it. And until we remove this list of leaders or they listen. You see, one thing I'm saying today, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that the Boriwori is not a governor. I'm not saying Tinubu should not be president. That's not my headache. But sir, you have no idea. You don't know what you're doing. If you admit that, then we can work together. As I'm here now, I'm organizing a summit involving University of Abuja and Middlesex University. We can talk. We can talk big. When I say big, we're going to talk big. And you'll be surprised. I don't know why I saw Oboriwori go to, you see, this is a problem. In fact, Oboriwori, one boy when they work with you, that Shas, maybe now they mislead you. Because I saw you and Shas when I go China. They said he went for infrastructure. You go learn how they create. He come back, he give contract to Julius Berger. I mean, he don't give to Chinese company. Hey, wait, tell me, what do you go do for China? He said go learn infrastructure, not be agriculture. Nobody will go see infrastructure. The people, those of now when they advise my brother wrongly, now God go punish you now. How can you go to China to go and do how to do infrastructure? No, infrastructure, I'm not saying infrastructure is not good. If the infrastructure damaged, where you go see money to repair out? Okay? If the road, the bridge where you create for what so in 4th day, where you want to see money to fix out? Because the last time I checked, the bridge not they bring money home. So that's why you first, seed money is not for fancy project. Seed money is to bring something that will bring money. That's why it's called seed money. What we have now is seed money. It's not money to throw around yet. When you have already gotten your seed, when you have grown your crop, then you can begin to spend on fancy things. I know I need to dress well, but I can wear one t-shirt for now until my money begin come. When my money come, not people tell me I go buy 100 suits. But I cannot use the money that I will use to plant for my business. I use to go buy suit. No, I go wear t-shirt. That's exactly what I'm saying to Nigerians. And if we can see this, if we can communicate this with us, Oborevori will be contributing money. Not be you alone, because the state is not for you alone to suffer. We will be working with you to build a Delta state that our children will grow up and say, thank you, Papa. I'm going to try and close the show here because I don't think I can make more sense than what I have done today. If whatever I said today, if you're offended, forgive me. In fact, the truth is I want you to be offended. But in the whole of the madness of that decrease, if there's anything you learn, don't let pride kill you. My phone call is there on the screen. Give me a call. I will advise you. And maybe, I may be the best man you need to grow that economy that you so desire, and your name will be written in gold. They won't even remember that I exist. You know how many ideas I've brought to Nigeria, which they've made into their own film? I don't sue them. I don't fight. If you ask Nollywood, they can tell you how many, the structure I created, even the state film fund I talked about now. Oborevori, I wrote a state film fund, even if you don't understand it. Did you call me to understand it? Or you think because you are governor, you are too big than everybody? If a man will put it down and say, let us create a film fund, you think I want Delta State money to go into where it's not going to come back? You know how many people you will employ? You know how many jobs would have been created? Now that Ministry of Art and Culture is dead. Your Ministry of Agric is dead. Your Education Ministry is dead. Your Petroleum Ministry is dead. Manufacturing, dead. Agriculture, dead. Housing, dead. Hey! You are looking for foreign investment. Borori, make I ask you one question. And I'm going to say this quickly and go away. Borori, let me ask you this. The last time, Borori, let me say this, and this is very important. You, Borori, let me say this. You have not made a penny since you became governor of Delta State. It's not because of your fault. It's not because you are wicked. It's because you don't know what to do. Can you admit that? Perhaps that's why you need this economic summit. But I'm telling you, this is the wrong way to go, not economic summit. Because in this economic summit, I'm sure even the honorary dentists will not be there. Have you even gathered some opinion on what is going on? Did you do research at all, Borori? What are you doing with all these universities? Oh, for God's sake. How can you be sitting on gold? The new one too good. Benny Bagba said, I will not be in the ocean and I'll be washing my face with saliva. He's your friend. Tell her, that's a smart guy. Right now, we are in ocean. We wash our face with saliva. Una know they tell her, those of now when you know me, una know they tell you, but what they talk. I go share this video again. Una know they tell her, take up, tell her. So we all can grow. What I want is progress. And we can make this to happen. I'm not saying this because I hate you. I'm not saying here to trash you. It's because you guys were not listening. Actually, I wanted the Bororo to come to see me in London last year. I intentionally invited you to my event last year. Bororo, what would have shared with you if we don't transform Delta State for us? I am not ordinary. Yes, and if you read my books, I will send you for you free, Bororo. I have 2 books written already. One, the certificate trashing. That is this year's education need to wait. We need the whole. In fact, the reason I know my book is on point. The current prime minister is adopting the model I'm talking about now. That's why he's saying that a 14 years old in the UK should be trained in technical skills. Go and read my book. And the other one I wrote, the state as a creator. You see the one? Meaning the state will create jobs, will create investment. The state don't need to wait. Those are 2 books. I still go give them to you, Borori. You know why? Not because I like you, I hate you. Because I want Delta State to move forward. That's why I end the show again, my people. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is how we do it. Don't forget, the show is called State of the Nation, and I reach you from London, and I come in peace. Like I said before, today I'm emotionally wrecked. You know, I'm drained. All I can do is I can sing here. When I sing finish, I'll go cry. not be one, not be two, not be three. I don't tire today, fall in love. One, na Amina. Two, na Deborah. You don't hear that song? That is where I end the show. The old man name is Daddy Chris. The old man see they fall in love. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for